home of the Colts here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking downfield, it's Moore. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up second down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
At the 25, it's second and 10, and they make it a third and manageable here. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. Timing here is impeccable.
The Ducks come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. He'll hand it off. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Another positive run on first and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. To the air, it's Moore. Grab down the middle, it's Benson. The Ducks pick up enough for a first down.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Wants to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made. Clean toward the end zone. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. Setting the tone early for how about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. the conference championship game with a pass. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, we're early in this game, but I got a feeling this is not going to be the last time we see that screen. I mean, it worked perfectly here, and they get a first down. Now, it's about confusing the defense when you see that same formation to get them looking for it again.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. To throw, it's St. Clair. It's a quick grab. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touch.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's got room to run. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal was obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. The shotgun handoff here. It's the first and still running. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. Just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
This time, a completion. Zone. What a play. Touchdown, Ohio State. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Here's the first play of the drive. We start at the 28. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That run moves the ball across the 35.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear the defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Moore. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
On 1st and 10, look at the throw. Down he goes. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, a skill-played defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
The sack moves him into extreme field goal range. You've got to do something now on 2nd and long. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense. It puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. And he's got it. No problem.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
That one bounces through the end zone, so it'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback still with the football. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. A deep shot to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's another deep shot. And this is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open, took his eyes off the football.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. It's Moore. That's caught. It's Stewart. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter.
Ohio State.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. It's a shotgun run call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. Beside them at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
The Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Defense is coming after him. The pass rush gets home.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Yes, Buck, can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
The Ducks will line up here on 1st down and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. A little eye candy here from the offense in pre-snap motion. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Straight runs, 2 losses. Now it's 3rd down and goal. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Pressure is coming. Breaks free. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Great job here by this quarterback, not forcing the throw. Nobody's open, does it himself, able to use the speed that he has to get to the end zone for this touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Handoff to the right side. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's second down here. Looking to throw here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it. Over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Design quarterback run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Okay, we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Timeout, Oregon.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Scanning the field. It's St. Clair. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The Buckeyes have first and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the grab. It's Graham. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's how you finish a play.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Bringing it out, it's Benson. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Now set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He'll hand it off. The defense swarms him in the backfield. They have nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
To throw, it's Moore. Running out of time in the pocket. Smart little pass rush, a sack. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. It's reeled in. It's low. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down. Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout of the half now.
Timeout, Ohio State.
The Ducks will line up to boot it away. That's just the first punt for this offense tonight. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Second down and 10 after the incompletion from the 23. And he keeps it. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Throwing for his running back. He finds his man. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st down, it's play action. Throws it to the right. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's hit just before the throw. The pass is intercepted. Could take it all the way. At the 20. Inside the 10. All the way back for the pick 6. Touchdown, Ducks.
Just a tough spot to be as a quarterback. He feels the pressure. He wants to get rid of the ball. You can see what can happen when the pressure gets to that quarterback right in his face. The ball is up in the air. The defense is able to come down with it, not only for an interception, but they get a touchdown themselves.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. If he tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team.
Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
A gain makes it second and medium. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here's the toss play. Runner gets outside. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. The pocket breaking down. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's big. They convert on 3rd and set him up first down from the 32.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Toss play, running right. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Important second down play coming up. To the air, it's St. Clair. Looking deep downfield to the left. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Man, just a tough way to start this second half for this offense. You know, when you get together at halftime, you make all the adjustments based on what you learned from the first half. And to come out and throw an interception in the second half, they got to adjust again.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's low. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. 4th down. Look at a throw for it. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, it seems like a screen pass is either feast or famine. You either completely fool the defense and you got a lot of room to run behind a convoy of blockers, or there's just nowhere to go and the play gets blown up as we see here.
Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock. That'll cost the offense 5. The Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. See if he can make something happen with the return. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. Start the drive here from the 23-yard line. He hands it off from the gun. Picks up the first, looking for more. Breaks into the clear. Out past the 30. Finally tackled out the 19, and just like that, the offense is moving into the red zone.
Man, now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. Tight end goes in motion. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Now they'll run it on the toss. Eludes a tackle. Brought down, but broken tackle. It's a solid game there.
Well, when you get down into the red zone, one thing we know about quarterbacks in the passing game is the windows are tight. Love to see this offense here picking up some positive yards down in this tight area by getting the ball to a playmaker, let him do his thing.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's a keeper. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Well, you can see the defense there completely fooled. They're getting on field. They're trying to apply pressure on the quarterback, thinking that they're going to throw the ball. But instead, they go with the draw play, completely fools the defense. They're out of position, gave the offensive line some really nice blocking angles, and gave the back plenty of room to pick up that first down.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
No, I don't blame them. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish.
Ohio State, 14.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Moore. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Here we go. 3rd and goal coming up. Quarterback's got it on the option. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Oregon.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
Oregon, 31. Ohio State, 14.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back. It's Sayin. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. To a poor punt, it bounces and goes out of bounds at the 35. The offense will have great field position. legs. It's Hughes. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. They're going to run it. And the Ducks moving quickly down the field here. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And now the handoff.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Chewing clock with the running game. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball and a short gain. So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs to stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Will keep it on the ground here. Strong defense. They stop him right near the line of scrimmage.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down. Almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. After connecting on his first try, this is a chip shot from 22 yards out. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Keeps it on the draw. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, yeah, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They test the middle to get stopped. That one goes nowhere.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Breaks free with room to run. That play enough for a 1st down. The offense set up at the 43. a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.